Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday to you. I trust you had a beautiful weekend and ready for a powerful week ahead. Welcome to our Mindful Motivation for Mindset Mastery session. So if you've come on one of these sessions with me before, you know that I like to feel into the moon and the astrological impact that we can expect to be influenced by in the week. And then I use 4 different types of cards to look at how to best support you and equip you with this whole idea of mindset mastery. In essence, that is kind of the vibe or the theme of all of our life purposes, is to, I like that saying, I don't know where it came from, but it's basically like the purpose of our life is to find our uniqueness and then share it, give it away. So this is a powerful, powerful week to really align with that. And why I'm saying that is in 2 days, on the 16th, we have a new moon. It's actually a micro new moon in the sign of Leo. Now, Leo, it's all about confidence and creativity and finding your inner lion, right? Your inner star. So this is why it's powerful, because not only do we have that new moon, and new moon is about setting intentions, about planting the seeds, about looking at, are you speaking your truth? Are you bringing your sense of play, your sense of uniqueness, your unique gifts and talents? Because there's something that you and you alone has within you, some talent, some gifts, some calling, that it's actually your responsibility to cultivate it, to share it, to sometimes that means just being comfortable with it, and other times it's like we're called upon to do it on a bigger stage or with more people. But all of that to say, why it's also a powerful part is that the Sun and Venus are also in the sign of Leo. So it's kind of like this triple whammy of really looking at, where's your joy, where's your creativity, where's your sense of play, where's your sense of yes, I'm doing the things that I'm called to do, I'm bringing in my gifts, I'm confidently using my voice or using my talent or using whatever it is that lights you up, but also is a message of you shining your light. I trust that makes sense. So that's the key vibe of this, is to check in. Are your intentions aligned with those confident, creative, light shining aspects? So if I bring anything up in these conversations that triggers you, or you need a wee bit more guidance or support in navigating, pop it in the messages below or message me directly in the comments below, or message me directly. Because the key piece is, as we move through and evolve and up level our game and become more and more true with our own essence, sometimes we need a little bit of support or guidance, but it's also supposed to feel correct for you. You know how sometimes we can get into doing something that we might feel a wee bit discombobulated about. You know that's one of my favorite words. But we might feel a wee bit that, but we still have that sense of yes. You know, I know for myself that I can do things that I might feel a wee bit nervous about, but I also know and I acknowledge and recognize that it's part of my calling. It's part of what I am here to share. So I really encourage you to find that correctness within you. And so that could just come from simply what lights me up, what makes my heart sing, things of that nature. So as I was just riffing on those ideas, I'm shuffling my letting go guidance cards, because that's how we start, is we look at, here's the vibe, here's the energy that we're in. It's very strong Leo influence. And I said that the new moon's coming in 2 days, but we actually start feeling it 2 days before it's actually here. So 2 days before and 2 days after oftentimes is the kind of ripple effect of that astrological phase. And then, like I say, also because the Sun and Venus are in the same sign, so that the Sun is related to your soul mission in this life, and Venus is related to what makes you beautiful. So now you can see why I'm saying it's such an auspicious phase for us to really get clear on where's your beauty, where's your talent, what makes your heart sing, what makes you skip with joy. And let's see what we can let go of in order to access more of that. And it's interesting, what's come up is fear. So where's fear? And sometimes when we're really getting in touch with what is your uniqueness, what is your quirky vibe, what is your calling, sometimes we can get into fear. Remember, fear stands for false evidence appearing real. So it's like, feel that, but maybe it's not real. If you feel that and it's undermining your confidence, maybe it's about looking at the bigger picture. Is it really the truth? And of course, if it does trigger you and you need some support, please do reach out, because like I say, that's that false evidence appearing real, but maybe it's kind of a dimming your light, or it's making you play small, or not even allowing yourself to create the space and time and acknowledgement that there's something superbly special about you, something super powerful that your calling is to share it with the collective. That's what we're all doing together. And so then the more you do it, the more you give people around you permission, and we actually get to elevate the experience for all of us, if that makes sense. Okay, the next deck of cards is my tarot cards. So let's see what tarot wisdom comes up for us with this energy here. This beautiful finding your inner lion. And this is excellent. The card that's come up, he's got a bit of an inner lion in him, is the King of Wands. I actually really feel a sense of Leo type energy. So kings are about taking action. Of course, with a new moon, you're not necessarily going to be taking lots of action. It could be more of a introspective, checking in and allowing yourself to align with the guidance. So you can see that with wands are related to your purpose, your wisdom. So do you need to do something as far as writing your commitment to yourself down, or accessing those pieces that have been trying to get your attention, whispering to you about following those pieces? That's like that are you being the boss of you? Are you allowing that inner guidance to help you navigate your choices, your decisions, your path forward? Because at a new moon, it is about that, making those statements, those commitments, intentions to yourself, and then allowing the best pace to show up, of course, while you're letting go of those fears, right? So now I've pulled the next deck we use is the Healing with the Angels cards. And we always get some beautiful, this is excellent. They've got some really excellent cards came up for this one too. The first one is support. So that one beautifully works with this letting go of fear, right? Because sometimes fear comes from, oh, I have to fix this by myself, or I'm not big enough, or I'm not talented enough, or I'm not gifted enough. But we are always supported in the unseen realms too. So perhaps sometimes it's about surrendering to, you know what, I can't figure this out right now. So maybe I need to ask my guides, ask my angels, ask whatever it is you feel about that higher power, your higher self, the universe, and or your guardian angel, to just kind of say, I need some inspiration, I need some sign to help me navigate or set the intention or make the connection for me, if that makes sense. And then this is a beautiful one too. This is actually one of my favorite cards in this deck, is called Study. And that's a really perfect card to have come up with this micro new moon, because that's a beautiful thing to be doing at a new moon. Like I said, you're bringing your attention inward to see, and so to study your choices, your options, your decisions, and are they lining up? Where is your sense of yes? So studying your your way of acting, your way of showing up, the things that maybe it's a time to study the things that make your heart sing, that give you joy. Because also too, when we do new beginnings, it's really important to stay present and see, is this the truth for me here? How do I feel about myself here? Thinking these thoughts, using these words, doing these things, not doing those things. And really see, is there a recalibration required? Because as we evolve, the same patterns do not serve us. As we evolve, I can think back in times like 5-10 years ago that something really clicked and was the right pattern, the right system, the right way of talking about things, and it doesn't work now. So you only get that by creating these moments to reflect. Is this true for me now? Because we're not static. You can't keep holding on and doing it the same way. That's Einstein's definition of insanity, right? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. When you make yourself the object of your own introspection, your own inner study, that's when you can start saying, oh, I'm getting a result that I don't prefer it anymore. I prefer something new. So then you take on something new. You change things. That's one of the best ways to start implementing changes. So last card for this week's session. This is from my Liberating Your Inner Truth. And that's really key of what we've been talking about. So liberating your inner truth. And it's a beautiful card that's come up for us this time too. It's I am aware. So as you become the object of your own study, your own kind introspective investigation, I am aware. Let me read this out to you. I have the ability to focus upon myself and how my actions, thoughts, and emotions do or do not align with my internal standards. I realize that I always have a choice on where I place my attentions. I just got goosebumps for that, because that is like the perfect way of summing up what I just was saying to you about. This is kind of what we're being guided into to do, to look at with those 3 planets being in the sign of Leo. That's the moon, the new moon, the sun, and Venus, is really checking in your thoughts, your emotions, your decisions, your choices, your intentions. And it's okay if you say, up until this point, this is how I did it, but now it's time for a new way, and then plant the seed and allow the intentions to be fertilized in your own heart, following your inner guidance, following what lights you up, following what gives you joy. I trust this makes sense. Like I said, if you need any support or others guidance or information on this, pop it in the comments below or message me directly. Much love to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back here with you again next week. Have a fabulous week.